Well, good evening, everybody. I don't know who's in right now, but hi, how you doing? If you're here, welcome to the stream. Obviously, there's been a lot of hubbub about QuakeCon because out of nowhere, they just dropped a whole new Quake port, like on all modern consoles, um, with a whole lot of cool new features. I picked it up right away for my Switch because, like, of course, why not? um, so yeah, Quake is on Switch now, and it has multiplayer that's crossplay with co-op. What? I am going to have to get somebody to play co-op Quake with me in some way, or deathmatch Quake in some way. It might even end up being like a pizza party at some point. I don't know. I'm very excited. But Quake is what we're talking about here today. Hello everybody that's joining in. I'm playing Contradiction today, which is a FMV it's called the All Video Murder Mystery. Is that what it's? All Video Murder Mystery Adventure. I pretty much know nothing about this game. I've not watched anyone play it. I've not played it myself. I have seen screenshots, and that's about it. I've had it in my library for a little bit, and it's just not one that I have ever sat down and played. So it's been on my list for a while, and I put it up to a vote recently, and people voted for it. So here we are, finally. I want to do more FMV games on stream because there are so many new FMV games coming out, and they all look really interesting and fun. I have a soft spot for FMV, and I don't know why. There's something about like sort of like B-movie style acting that you play. It's just a lot of fun. Saw Jesse Cox and Dodger play through when it came out. I know they do a lot of FMV stuff, don't they? I think they've done playthroughs of like the Shape-Shifting Detective and Dark Knights. Did Dark Knights with Paul Monroe? I think that's one. Yeah, I've got that in my library. I've got so many FMV games that I want to play FMV Fridays. If Fridays weren't already taken up with other things, I would totally do that. Because I've got so many FMV games now that I just have not had the chance to play yet. There's like At Dead of Night, the horror one. Dark Knight with Paul Monroe. There's a Doctor Who one that came out recently, The Lonely Assassins, which is about weeping angels. Erica, which is an interactive thriller, apparently. I don't know. Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, Late Shift, The Shape-Shifting Detective. There's just so many, and I want to play them. So hopefully I'll get around to them on stream at some point. But at least we're getting around to Contradiction today. Same studio? I don't think it's the same studio. I think some of them are the same studio, like Dark Knight of Paul Monroe, Dr. Decker, and Shape-Shifting Detective, I think are all the same company. But then the other ones are different companies, I think. Nice stash. Yeah, I just haven't shaved. I need to. It's just the way the shadows are on my face. I'm just a bit beardy. I thought about shaving earlier, but then I couldn't be bothered, so I didn't. Dementium the Ward on the DS. I've heard of that game, I think, but I've never played it. There's quite a few DS adventure games I'd like to play. Stuff like Ghost Trick. I just, Also, hey, Ebag. There's a lot of people joining the chat right now, but Ebag, so many friends, Molgal, everyone's here. It's busy. I'm so glad that you're all here. So, yeah. Contradiction. I don't know if there's anything else I want to start off with so far. If there's anything else to talk about to begin with. Of course, you get everyone in it. Fair enough. I do have a soft spot for it myself, and I want to start working on a Harvester video soon because that's obviously great FMV. So let's get into it. I have it set up to be like to go, so it should. You'll have to let me know how volume levels are. I think that's loud. I'm pretty sure I changed the volume, but alright. There we go. Squeaky bottle. I know, my bottle's so squeaky, Imar. I've got subtitles on. I guess we would watch the prologue first, or does the game prologue automatically play when you click start game? They've updated this game. I saw that there was like a legacy version in like the files, so I assumed there was an update to it at some point. Don't really know what that means though. So let's watch the prologue, and then if it replays it, we'll see if we can skip it. It'll play when I click start game. Oh, okay. I will trust you on that, and I will do it. I guess watch prologue is probably like for just to kind of refresh yourself on it or something. Let's go. Contradiction.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
I love English villages like this.
Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested order on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village.
Village shops do look like that, yeah.
He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Let's go. Okay, welcome to Edenton Village. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jenks investigate. I see. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items, which includes both physical objects and information Jenks has collected. If you're at a location where you think you can use a physical item, try the use icon. Alright. Oh, interesting. Right. Welcome to the tutorial. Here we go. Let's look at the map. So click a pin or move left and right with the controller, press selection move. Okay. Look at this. This is funky. Oh, so Eden Lodge is Simon and Emma. Alright. Let's go this way. Ooh. Ooh. Where do we want to be going? We want to be going to Woods Lane. Alright. Eden Lodge. Oh. Knock for Simon.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He has quite the jawline, doesn't he?
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Suspicious.
Just come through. Is it okay in here?
Oh, this'll be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Alright, your first interview. First pick an item you want to ask about, then click ask to see Jenks ask about it. Of course. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what it was said in the bottom. Ah, okay. Click any item you've already asked. Clicking any item you already asked about shows the summary of the replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. You can add 2 replies at a time. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. You start looking for contradictions. Ooh. Find 2 contradictory replies and add them to the contradiction box. If they go green, sit back and watch Jenks interrogate your interviewee. Alright. So, I guess Kate Vine's death. Let's ask about this first.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
Like 8 to 10, but with a couple more steps.
How long have you known
I
Kate?
dig that.
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know?
Well, she was.
Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, it's just
I like
a
Jenks
business
so far.
management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Alright. I don't believe there's anything contradictory there. So last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Sure. Only known Kate for 3 months. Okay. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Okay. Kate often seemed drunk at Atlas. Right. It's entirely possible that there is something, but I don't think we have enough information yet. So let's ask about this.
Did you know whether Kate had lost Bliss or not?
Move the mouse out of the way.
No. No, I don't think so. I've never seen it before.
Interesting hesitation. My phone just pinged. I'm just going to move that away from the microphone. Does it know anything about the license? Huh. Interesting. So if I click this, what happens? Oh, okay, that just puts it there. Right, I see. I'm gonna visit Emma. Yeah, none of this like contradicts because it's yeah, I need more information.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
I don't trust her. It's just something about her.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Okay. That's okay in the college library on Thursday. Paid her usual self. Argumentative at college. Drink problem at college. Didn't see Kate very often. Huh. Huh. Okay. It's just there's something about that which I think is a little bit off, but I'm going to I'm gonna ask about this first.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Doesn't think Kate lost her driving license. That's very helpful, isn't it? Something about this, like, I think it's possible she saw her more. But again, I don't necessarily know if we have enough to contradict anything just yet. Wait, appeared her usual self. Didn't see her very often. How would you know what her usual self was like if you don't see her very often? Does that work? Is it supposed to? It's supposed to light up green when it's a contradiction, isn't it? Maybe not. Okay. Argumentative at college. Didn't see Kate very often. No. Drink problem. Didn't see Kate very often. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna go visit.
That's all for the moment.
I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
check with Simon again. Just to see. Don't be scared on trying out contradiction options. There's no penalty. It will light up green when it's right. Okay, that's quite forgiving. All right then. If there's no penalty to it, I just can just have a little play with it. So that's okay. Last me only known Kate for 3 months. I don't think any of these could contradict, could they? Don't know anything about the license. Yeah, I don't know if we can do anything with these people
Be back later
yet.
on, if that's okay. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Interesting. Where do we want to go? Is this like a sort of fast travel thing? Okay, I wonder if we can investigate the where the body was found. We want to go, I suppose, this way.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Need some like tweezers or something, don't we? Let's go to the pub. Okay, we can fast travel. That's cool. Doesn't appear to be any response there. I love his hat. It's a garage door. Yeah. I love little English villages like this. It's such a cool setting. It's like I know so many places that look exactly like this. Like I could just easily travel to like on like 30 minutes and then be somewhere like this easily. Left down West Street. Call the chief? Object! Wait, wrong game. Okay. So it has got that sort of the adventure game thing over like exploring different areas. Let's check over here. This could be something interesting. Oh no, that's just a nice little See, I'm thinking now you could do something really cool with this setting and like something horror related. That'd be cool. Pub. Thank you for the follow, Obscurity. Much appreciated. Atlas. I suppose I could go there. Clearing. Let's check this. Could be something interesting here. Just some trees. Into Atlas's grounds. Oh, they've chained it up.
Later, I think.
Alright. Oops, that went the wrong way there. Okay. I suppose the only place that's really, Oh, hold on. Village Center. Oh, no, it's just the same place, isn't it? Alright. So, this goes to... You can go to Woods Lane or continue along the path. Where does that go? That's what I want to know.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
I found a key on a bench recently. I was curious. Don't know why the key was on the bench, but I decided to leave it because I'm not a detective.
Isn't that interesting?
I'm not a PI. And there was nowhere for me to turn it into nearby, so... So where can I can review this. Dropped silver key was found near the village hall. Hold on, let's go back to the... Let's go back here. Let's just check if this is usable here. No use for the silver key here. Okay. Might as well try. And let's try looking back in Eden Lodge. I'll look for Simon.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Tell me about this dropped silver key. It isn't I can sell him the silver key. Oh, never mind then. I was thinking because there is something interesting there about that. Can't just use anything on anyone. That's fair enough. I'm gonna try a couple of contradictions here just to see if there's anything that comes up. I don't think there's anything. Could call the chief if you wanted. That's true. I should try that. Yeah, there's no contradictions here. I didn't think there were. No, let's call the chief.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I just came in and just stared at him for a few moments and then just left. Sometimes that's just how it is. I believe here is where we can... Oh wait, hold on, down here. Let's call the chief. Ah, red phone box. Beautiful. Guess the chief is busy. So I went to all that effort to put the phone number in. I wonder. Don't suppose this can be used here. No. No, but I'll get with the times. He's a, you know, traditional kind of guy. See, I know there's something here that I want to be able to get, but I need like a pair of tweezers or something to be able to get them. So definitely nobody in the pub then. Nobody in the pub. So where does the key go? Key probably isn't important just yet, I wouldn't say. Can you use the key to get the thing? Possibly. It would seem like a very strange solution, but I suppose you could do that. Yeah. I didn't think so. It's not the kind of thing you design puzzle-wise, because it just seems a little too out there. Like I would compare that to using the there's a puzzle in The Last Door season 1 where you get like a bit of sheet music, and instead of using the sheet music to like play the piano, you use the sheet music to blow through it to get a feather. Which is it's a very inelegant way of using that particular item. It's like, sure, that achieved what I wanted it to, but that is not what I thought the intended purpose would be. Monkey wrench. Not even a monkey wrench. It's just kind of like, I don't even know what you'd call that. All right. I'm gonna go back here. There's clearly something important at Eden Lodge, so look for Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I'm gonna check some things. I saw college library. Maybe this. No. I don't believe. Can you examine the bottles outside? Was there an examine thing? None of that.
Thank you.
None of that contradicts. They're in a plastic box. Oh yes, there is a thing there. I didn't see that for some reason.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked.
I'll need to train myself to make sure to spot that when it comes up. It's a pretty big
homebrew equipment.
Oh.
This might come in handy.
Screwdriver. That might be useful for prying something out. Yeah, I need to be on the lookout for the box. Oh goodness, look at all that. Ooh. Yoink! Mine. Give me that.
Interesting.
Like a
I thought
bird
forensics
design.
had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Oh, forensics. Interesting. All right, now we can go back. We got several pieces of information to go off of here. Start with Simon.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay, so your driving license, drop silver key, unlocked a bicycle. Let's ask about that.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Interesting. Bike is the only way. Don't think there's any contradictions there. So, screwdriver, no point. Box of bottles.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Simon's homebrew. So makes his own homebrew. Tried selling it, but only to James. Only sold to James. Doesn't see James very often. Go.
Recognise this at all?
It does remind me of something. I don't know. I've seen it somewhere, but I don't know.
Interesting. Vaguely recognize. Can you like cross-reference the pieces of information, or is it only on specific things? You can ask a lot of people about it. The results are interesting. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Probably will. Okay. Unlocked bicycle.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
That seems to add up. Fine with that.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Bottles belong to Simon. Simon's home brew. Let's ask about the pendant first.
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. Oh, I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret
Doctor
admirer.
Who! There's Doctor Who DVDs in the shelf!
See?
Classic Who
That's how it should have
DVDs.
looked. It's
Sorry, I
called
just
a freedom
spotted those.
necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
I didn't hear what was
So the
said because I was
necklace did
distracted.
belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Okay. Yeah, they had those the grey sort of spine on all the Doctor Who DVDs. There's actually we've got quite a few of them upstairs. You can see them in the background of a few of my videos. Do they have to pay royalties to the BBC for that? No, you wouldn't have to. It's literally just stuff in the background. I think you could reference stuff like that in a way. I think there's like specific things you can and can't do, but I'm pretty sure that's something you can do. So, like without worrying too much about it. So necklace is Emma's, but she gave it to Kate. Necklace is called a freedom necklace. Kate bought lots of new jewelry. Necklace was an unwanted gift. Oh, hold on. You can cross-reference. That doesn't... Okay, that doesn't work. Right, I see. I see how it works. Interesting. Let's ask about the homebrew. Might as well.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me, no. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Only drinks wine and hates spirits. Not much of a beer drinker myself, honestly. Spirits I like, and wine I will drink. But if I had to choose a preference for like something I drink casually, it'd be cider. So, not that you really needed to know that. Bought lots of necklace was an unwanted gift. Necklace. Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is good. Softy drink. Aye, that's fair. think there could be something here. No. It's a tenuous thing, so let's go back to Simon.
That's all for the moment, thank you. You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all
I
about.
think I found a contradiction. Or maybe not. I don't know. Because he said he doesn't go see it outside. But that doesn't seem to have brought up anything. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. That did contradict what he just said, though, didn't it? Let's try it at least, you know. No. Okay. So Emma had a similar necklace. Didn't socialize. Da-da-da. All right. Okay.
Be back later on if that's okay.
I don't believe I have found any specific contradictions just yet. So let's have a little bit of a move around and see if anything else is opened up. As we gather more information. Gotta be on the lookout for those big old magnifying glass things. Although I do think there's probably this part is probably just to kind of teach you how the system works, and there's probably something pretty big in one of their testimonies. Okay. I think there's something. There has to be something here. Let's check Emma again.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
I do like how it's very abridged when you go back into the questioning. So I didn't see Kay very often. I think there's probably something with this. How would you know she wasn't a jewelry if you don't see her very often? But that's not a contradiction, apparently.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I think Emma had a similar necklace.
Aha.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago?
There we go.
At college.
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
Liar. Oh, I got some achievements
so Simon
there.
did know Kate at college,
Ooh.
but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Investigate behind the pub. Let's have a look. Why not? Sneak into the beer garden. It's not really much of a beer garden, is it?
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
I'm just curious. Silver padlock. Silver key. Ah. Intriguing. Atlas, eh?
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
It's a bit eerie. My mask now.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
I suppose we need some kind of item to light up that area then. Possibly something like that. Hey, because of a cat ready for the party of 4. Welcome! Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm playing Contradiction today. What were you doing, cat? More Ace Attorney? Ah! Well, this is a little bit like Ace Attorney, apparently. And so far from what I have played, I can see the comparison. Pressed the bell. When in Rome.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
You're not that late drifting, no worries. I've only been going for about 45 minutes, so you haven't missed too much. A little bit of interviewing and
death locally.
getting to know the game.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Alright then, what have we got? Kate Vine's death. Good place to start.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
I think she was about to say moody cow.
Saw her.
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put 20 pounds
I
in the
feel like that's what she was about to say. The energy and with the way she was saying
a
it.
breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Must be a nice big
She was
glass.
very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
That would work
Not
as
that I
well, drifting, I
noticed.
think.
But she was a strange girl.
Strange how. Didn't know Kate very well. Last saw Kate in the pub last Friday, approximately 7 p.m. Didn't see who Kate was with. Kate gave Rebecca £20 for breakage. Kate was very drunk. Okay. Driving license. Did she have
Have you
that?
seen this
That would be a
before?
good way to...
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
If she was buying alcohol, she would probably have had that with her. So, something to keep in mind. Homebrew.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Buys from a microbrewery, doesn't buy from kitchen breweries. I see.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Okay. Tell me about the broken pub window.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
She has an energy that I don't trust.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Methods?
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student?
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
That's curious. I'm not sure I wholly like that, but it's curious nonetheless. Last Friday 7 p.m. Last Friday 6:30 p.m. Let's see if there's anything about this. No. What the symbol is? I think it's to do with the moons, right? Because it's you got the sort of the two crescent moons and then like the full moon in the middle. Only moon cycles, yeah. Which traditionally some people would associate with madness. That's where the term lunacy comes from, and lunatic, because they believed that madness had to do with the moon. But I don't know. Maybe it's something to do along those lines. I haven't spotted anything specifically contradictory. £20 for a breakage. The window was broken. She was the one that broke the window. Wait, where is it? No. Okay. I thought I had something there. Apparently not. Maybe we'll, okay. Although maybe it doesn't know who broke the window. There we go.
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. It could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with?
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around.
Interesting.
Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Why, indeed. Let's come back to
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Let's go left to the restaurant and see what's in there. Nothing to investigate as of yet. I think Kate was hella drunk. Yeah, I mean, Did Kate get banned? That's a good question. Let's see if we can.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay. Rebecca is strict about barring clients. Kate was very drunk. No. Okay.
Thank you.
I think we need
Probably
more
be
for
back later.
her, so we'll come back. Right. We've got more that we could possibly talk to with for Emma though. Could Emma be
Just a
the
few more
other
questions,
person
if you
who
don't
was
mind.
in the argument? Okay, we've got quite a few extra things we can ask about. So first of all, let's ask about a broken pub window.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
Pub. A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
Interesting.
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Suspicious.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
I haven't seen the mask before.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see
interesting.
my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Oh yeah, you're unraveling a little bit there. And yes, I've seen the Quake stuff, King Boss. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, actually. I picked it up on Switch already, so I'm excited to play that. It's apparently a couple of new episodes as well that have been developed by Machine Games, who made the new Wolfenstein games, which is, I don't know where that came from, but sure, why not? Okay, so went home to see parents Thursday night. Thank you for the follow, Flying TARDIS. How do you do, fellow Doctor Who fan? Visit Simon. Oh no, not 3D Simon. Ah! Went home to see parents Thursday night. Knows Rebecca quite well. Went to the pub after college. Interesting. Oh, the devil am I? I'm doing good. Stretch. Good idea. Let's stretch. Let's stretch while we think. Oh, that was my arm clicking. Let's have a think about this, shall we? Oh. Switch my legs here as well. So, there's definitely something suspicious about Emma. But well, what I believe is that she was the other person that was being argued with. Contradiction. Hello, Chloe.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Alright, we can ask some things about a broken pub window.
Do you know anything about a broken window?
Oh
at the
no,
pub?
Chloe. You got me.
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Are you not? Claims he hardly ever visits the pub. I feel like that's a lie. Alright.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
I wonder why it's called Atlas.
This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
Super deducer.
Suppose that might be useful
Very
as a
good,
conversation
Gadget
starter.
That's funny. Ooh.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Let's go back
Be
to
back
Emma.
later on, if that's okay.
Let's go with this.
What do you know about Atlas?
You didn't see the
I
Quake
know that
announcement?
it's a business course.
Business.
I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
She has... maybe it's just me, but she has an odd accent. Like, sometimes she sounds like she just has a regular English accent, but then sometimes it slips into something else, something kind of vaguely European. And I can't quite place it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Been to a similar course before. Went only once to Atlas. Went to an Atlas seminar with Simon. Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Rupert, what else has Rupert Booth been in? Oh, the pab. Shapeshifting detective. Ah, okay. You know, a European accent doesn't exist. What I mean is, it sounds like somewhere in Europe, but I don't exactly know where. I know it's a bit vague. It's a lot of breadth to saying European accent. I'm aware of that.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Okay. Ask about the Atlas thing.
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Mine had the poster designed by an agency, but it was designed last year. Somewhere in Europe. How specific? The point is, I don't know. Why are you trying to do a contradiction on me? Hey! Oh, Chloe, did you see that Night Dive retweeted one of my memes? Because Quake is now on the Kex engine. I don't know if anyone saw that. Maybe I can show it my phone. I only realized it was on Kex when because I bought it on my Switch and then I booted it up and I was like, oh hey, Night Dive did this, and then I saw Kex engine and I was like, oh my god, it's on Kex engine, which was pretty funny. Right, let me oh goodness, Twitter. I have a lot of. Oh my god, yeah, there we go. That was what I did. Soon everything will be on the Kex engine, even you. Okay. I'm hoping modding is still a thing. I don't know. I know there's an add-ons thing. Chloe, there's also online co-op and deathmatch, which is also cross-play. So you can have someone playing Quake on PC who's playing with someone on the Switch, and you can do the game co-op together or play deathmatch together. How nuts is that? Oh, and it has 2 new episodes designed by Machine Games. I am not joking. This is real. All right. I should go look somewhere else.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Stream when? I don't know yet. I'll probably end up doing it though. Is anything here? It's such an English pub, isn't it? A thief-looking pub. I thought that's also one way of looking at it. I wonder if the chief's got anything to say right now. Doesn't have to try, does it? Probably not. Just checking to see if there's anything else I can investigate at the moment. Alright. Maybe Atlas is open now? Ah, it is. Into the atrium. This is a suspicious building if I ever saw one.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
The Enhanced Edition is free for existing owners. Nice. I mean, I already bought an extra copy on Switch, but I'm glad I don't have to worry about buying it again on PC. Nice. Nothing here right now. I finished quite a while ago, actually. First time I beat it was a few years ago. Okay. I wonder if there's anything here. To the clearing. Just checking. I'm just doing a thorough investigation right now. Ooh, that's not the right way. Hold on. Now it'd be to the right. Oh, hello. Hey, Drifting.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I was just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
I knew her.
Tell me more,
Well,
sir.
could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
House.
And what's your name?
Okay. A farmhouse, huh? I would assume that's around here.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Let's have a little look around first. Nothing wrong with being a bit nosy, especially when you're investigating. Greenhouse, huh? Stream hasn't frozen for anyone else, has it? I think it's possibly it might be your internet drifting. I don't know. This is curious.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
I wonder what that's to do with. Ah, hello, Wid. How do you do? They use that picture frame in their new horror game. Is their new horror game the what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. I think I own it. Dark something? Dark Knight? I can't remember the name of it. Dead of Night. That's it. Yeah, I own it. I was actually saying earlier, you could probably do something really cool with horror and this sort of style of game. And
Could I ask you a few more questions, please?
Didn't take you long.
Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I?
Yeah.
Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
James.
James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
Sold you
all
homebrew,
went to college together,
I
you
think.
and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
He looks a bit sad. Rich, you've been in Japan for 5... That's a... Yeah, that does add up, because it was 2016, wasn't it? Because I remember when we met at CoxCon in 2016, that was when you were like, oh yeah, I'm going to be going to Japan. So yeah, that's 5 years. That's flown by. How are you finding your Japanese experience? Are you still enjoying it, and are you planning on staying indefinitely, or is it like still like a... What's the Japan plan? The Japan. Just because I'm curious.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
There's definitely something strange about you, sir.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
I don't trust this man, but he's possibly just a bit nervous.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike?
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Stick around, couple years left in current visa. Nice. Well, if I ever get around to visiting Japan and you're still there, we should definitely meet up. James wouldn't know about the balls. Simon Thompson's homebrew. I believe
Have
it
you
was sold.
ever tried Simon's
James.
homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money
Super
anyway.
Nintendo. Oh,
We used
yes.
to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens.
Ooh.
Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
He has a certain melancholy to him. I have to know more.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub?
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Okay.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Quite an eccentric Jenks, isn't he? I like it. It was nice to see you in 2019, Rich. The last CoxCon, tragically. But alas, it was a good one. So we had a great group, and we made the most of it.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
No. Right. To UK Games Expo 2022. Yeah, I'm all in on that one. Got the Wid's got the hotel booked already, and plans are being made. Very exciting. It'll soon roll around, so it's best to get it out the way before before it creeps up on you.
Ever seen one of
Hotel
these?
booked.
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
That was very wistful. Photo frames and paint.
Now, what's all this
Did
stuff
you get
in
your
the
bogos
workshop?
minted?
Paint and stencils and things like that.
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying
Oh.
mirror?
Show you one if you want.
I mean, I know what a scrying mirror is, but that seems a little bit mystical.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. The mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are.
It's like spying,
Do
but
it for
mystical.
different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
I know it because of D&D.
Exploring your mind. Clearing your mind. Communicating with the
I
dead.
suppose it's that as well.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead. Even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
You're strange,
I
sir.
don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you. Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Herbal teas, apparently, but I wonder what herbs are going into them. Has it been known to the pub for over 2 months? Can't remember the last time you saw Kate, and Kate, and socialised with her. That all adds up, really.
Thank you. Probably
Oh,
be back
goodness.
later.
That zip noise was louder than I expected. I wonder if Quake 2 will get updated. I would love a re-release of Quake 2. Oh my god. Like, I know Quake 2 isn't the most beloved retro shooter, but I love Quake 2. I grew up on Quake 2. The kind of industrial gothic style it has. Love it. God, could you imagine like an updated version of Quake 3 as well, with cross-console play. Yeah. I mean, if this Quake 1 port is any like indication, then we've got some cool stuff ahead. So 1, 2, 3 hit Game Pass. Ooh. Let's go back to the pub.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Do you know anything about?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
I believe her on that. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. A few more questions, please. Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Yeah, you know. How could possibly anyone be tracked with anything? I think the government is tracking him. Interesting. If you really question this, people is often in a single day in real life you'd be accused of harassment. That's true.
Be back later on, if that's okay. Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy.
It's a little.
He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out.
That's an unusual thing to say for somebody
You're meant to
who
see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
doesn't know her that well.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, so you just stare like this, and then you see.
See what?
Now.
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. It didn't work, so.
That's what I was thinking, Rigadon. Like her accent is like it's mostly English, but it does kind of slip into something that I can't place. The mirror doesn't work. You Kate had bought a mirror. Didn't see Kate very often. No. Okay. Hint of Welsh, perhaps. Ah. There's definitely something curious here. Did I try? I did try this one, didn't I? I knew Kate about her, but I didn't see Kate very often. Huh. You can disable texture filtering. Hell yeah. I'm not demonstrating that she knows how to use this mirror. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
How important scry mirrors are in the next game. Yeah, it is interesting. I'll have to try out that game at some point. For sure. Let's go back to the farm.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
She had one though, didn't she? I'm curious.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Four people we can interact with at the moment, and I'm just trying to figure out what we've got that can reveal new important information.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I've never seen the mirror before. Okay. Hmm. I still think she would have seen the driver's license somehow. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Hmm.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
It's fine, Chloe. Don't worry. Similar thing they did with the Doom, because a lot of they had the original DOS versions originally packaged with the Steam versions, and I believe that you can still get those in the files with the new Bethesda versions that are around. Anything I missed here? Let's just check. I don't believe there is, but you never know. It pays to be thorough. Did they update Doom on Steam as well? I believe they did. I believe it's the current version of Doom that you can get on like other consoles that you buy when you buy it on Steam. Although I'm still a Source Part fan, so. West Street, North Lane. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, it gets the point across if it's just a small village, isn't it? I think there's something we need to find out with Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
There's something with the scrying mirror which is interesting. James was selling them last Friday. Ooh. Ooh, there we go.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on
what
Friday
are you
night.
lying about, Emma?
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
She's not.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on.
I knew it was
What were you
you.
arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
Hulk smash.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate, but why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Intriguing. Kate needed money. Arcane Dimensions doesn't quite work. That's a shame.
That's all for the moment.
Let's find out a bit more about let's go back to the pub. I like that you can just fast travel between the area. That's very handy. Nobody's appeared at the restaurant yet, have they? No.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
I don't think there's any contradictions here. That's the thing.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Maybe anyone's arrived here yet. No. And there's nothing in here, is there? Okay. Maybe we should go back to Emma. Because I think we're making progress with her.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
So let's go with the argument. Argued with Kate in the pub last Friday night. No. No, that's not a contradiction. Yeah, Moligal said earlier that this is basically like playing through an episode of Midsummer Murders. I can definitely pick up on that vibe. Why did she need the money? That's what I want to know.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. The gears are turning. I'm just trying to think about what is contradictory in this game, in this testimony, if anything at all.
if people have ideas for stuff to try out, by the way, don't hesitate to let me know, because like, if you know the answer, don't just give it away, but like a gentle poke, or if you have an idea yourself even though you're not sure, I don't mind. Yeah, we can have a small amount of backseating as a treat. I just want to clear that out, honestly. I don't seem very drunk at Atlas.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else.
Thank you. Probably be back
Don't know if there's
later.
anything else with Emma. Okay, possibly we need to be looking at James right now.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Hasn't been to the pub in over 2 months. The last time you saw Kate. I do not know. You got contributed out of all apart from him so far. I don't think I've got any out with Rebecca, have I? I think it's to do with the scrying. You've seen the poster at college. No, Simon is on the Atlas course. Hasn't discussed the cost with Simon. Doesn't recognize the mask. That adds up. Doesn't know anything about the argument. Doesn't recognize the card or necklace. I mean, that doesn't really, yeah, disprove anything. I didn't know about Simon's bike. I saw Simon a month ago. I don't know. I can't see anything here that seems off to me.
That's all for the moment. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna go for a little bit more of an explore. See what I can find. Let's go back to Rebecca. What's up the steps of the farmhouse? That's where we found the scrying mirror. Because that's where James has been making them in the greenhouse. And that's all that was there. At least for now. Oh, let's check something. Ooh. We could use that in different places. Okay, so we have inventory items we can try using. I wonder. Taking a screenshot of the pub for some building inspiration. Hey, why not? Hold on. Why don't you want to try using the scrying mirror around the back here? There's something strange about this place. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll just try talking to Rebecca again. A little bit stumped for what to do right now.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Listen, students wearing a necklace. That may be important. Hasn't seen anyone wearing one recently. But she last saw Kate in the pub on Friday? No. No. Ryan had the poster designed by an agency. The poster was designed last year. I don't think that's relevant. I don't know.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Genuinely have food. What food do you have, Drifting? Oh, so I'm open to ideas right now because I'm confused as to where to take this. Maybe the chief. Thanks for coming along, Michelle Danger. No. Ooh. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
Chief,
never mind.
I had a confession from Emma Bowman.
Oh, here we
Turns
go.
out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for.
What were they arguing about?
Money. Emma says she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it. Something doesn't add up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No. Call me back when you know some more.
Okay. Speak later, Chief.
Yeah, bye.
It's the broken window is what we need to look into. That's my line of thinking. But what does it mean exactly? Crackers, one with strawberry jam, the other with chocolate sprinkles. This is just thing, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Not to worry. I've known a fair few Dutch people. It's
Ask about a few more things,
I'm
please.
aware of it. Kate broke the window during an argument.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I am lost.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oops. Let me click on those. It's fine. Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it. Why would she be desperate for cash? Rebecca 7 p.m. and 6:30. It's not really a contradiction. If she had an argument outside the pub and then later went in, that does add up. Yeah, I don't know where to take this. Indicate because Kate needed it. Yeah. Kate at the pub last Friday night. I recall the answer having played, don't know how to clue you in. Okay. Right. Confess that you saw Kate on Friday night. I suppose a clue would be, who should I be talking to? Should I be talking to Emma or Rebecca? Stuck in Mandrill Maze. I might just be stuck in Mandrill Maze. Thank you for the 200 bits, Baker Drew. Area where I found the key. Talking to the right person. Okay. I think that there's stuff we need to unravel with her argument because she's already lied to us pretty blatantly, so... Okay, hold on. There's new information here. That's the the newest information, rather. Knows Rebecca quite well. I think it's to do with the money. I know it's not that one, because I tried that one. She didn't... Maybe she didn't see it very often? Oh. Why was there money lent in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? How do we get there? I don't know if it's the money, because it's, I'm with Kate in the pub. We've already established that. Brain, please work. There's something here. Do you know what we should usually use the money for? I mean, one would assume if she has a drinking problem that she'd use it on alcohol. Although it says that she'd bought a mirror. Emma knew that Kate had bought a black mirror. I think I've tried these two though, and that doesn't work. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. That's it. That's the one.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
There we go.
It wasn't.
I forgot about the
money.
detail of the pendant.
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Oh.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Sus. Sus indeed. She's never met Ryan, apparently.
Aha.
There we go.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
She was the one.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I... and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
So you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's the truth. Alright. There we go.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Oh, Lothario, eh? Lothario a Shakespeare character? It sounds like a Shakespeare character. Still nobody? Oh, no.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Oh, Lothario. I think a Lothario is a character from something. but it's kind of like a womanizer, romancer.
So you wanted to speak to me?
From
I
Shakespeare.
believe that
That's what I
Kate
thought.
Vine was a student at Atlas.
Oh, he looks.
Kate Vine. Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to
Like a
it. than
Casanova,
that.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
The Fair Penitent. Oh, okay. I figured it was like a character from something by Nicholas Rowe. Huh. Oh, we've got a whole new set of things to ask about. Let's go.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything
The
wrong?
term is based on a character story that isn't Don
Do you
Quixote.
mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock.
You seem very
Nobody
sure that she drowned herself. No one can quite agree on where the term comes from. Goodness. Last saw Kate at an Atlas meeting last Friday. Kate was drunk at the meeting last Friday. First met Kate 3 months ago at Atlas. Kate said Kate enjoyed the course and appeared happy. I suspected she had any emotional problems. Okay. Tell me about the driving license.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Oh, you have. I picked up on that slight stammer, Mr. Rand.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Okay. Oh, the ones that are red are the ones that you can't ask about. Like specific items, I think. Oh, never mind. It's not. That's not. Oh, yeah, never mind. That's not what that means. Okay. I interpreted what that meant.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
I think red means
Does
it's
he
been
make
used.
homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
He hasn't tried it. A likely story.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Okay, you see students wearing the necklace. Good to know.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us.
Does seem
of
like a
course.
slime ball, doesn't
He
he?
passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
You seemed very insistent on that.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Usually leaves for Atlas at 6. That's preparations at 6:30. Interesting. Okay.
Tell me about this.
Ah, it's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
Where did it all go wrong?
Read.
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates.
Oh.
Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I
Rand.
grew out of.
Yeah.
But you're not into that
Atlas,
sort of thing now.
Rand.
Of course I'm not.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Right. Atlas. What does it have to do with Atlas? What is Atlas Shrugged even about? I've heard it's a terrible book. Ayn Rand's just like turbo libertarian. Rand is rather satanic. Ayn Rand is so much like Ayn Rand it hurts. Genuinely dreadful. Wow. Give you a great. Oh yeah, I'll have to watch that video as a thing. What's relevant about this bicycle and the homebrew? When does that come into it? Used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. Doesn't believe in anything supernatural now. Oh my goodness. I'll have to look into this. It sounds wild. Let's name picked randomly. I can't think of anything that was made by a friend who died last year. Who is John Galt?
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
There's still nothing in there. Just trying to see if anything or anybody new has popped up in the meantime. Chemistry for the Edenton clock. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Here we go. Something interesting. Oh, what's going on here?
Not defacing public property, please.
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
Oh, he's hard.
You do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
I don't know why you're on this hill. Oh, goodness.
Pathetic.
He was practically spitting in his face there. Ooh. That's an interesting symbol. What does that mean?
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Zack Snyder, a world based on spite. Is that the... Is that a curio vid? I think I might have seen the title somewhere. It's curio. Ah. One of Sophie's then. They're cool. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Rand about the symbol. Hello again.
Questions, please.
Possible video in the future? I mean, yeah, it's possible. No guarantees as to when, but it's possible.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at?
That does make
Inspector?
sense, yeah.
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Doesn't know how the symbol could be used. But used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. Oh. Okay. I thought that might have been a contradiction. Okay. Let's go ask more people. Let's go ask more people about it first, then. All right. Someone else can know that gesture. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Got him pretty far. Yeah, I'm getting through it more. I've got the devil symbol. I like it so much. It's really cool. Sometimes I get a little bit stuck trying to figure out what's contradictory, but I get there in the end.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Tell me about this.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
That was very intense.
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
She just looks confused, I believe her.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I should have clicked to go about over to Simon. Oh well.
There you go. Come on. Cute.
He's my favourite character so far. I mean,
Nice.
I really
What is
like
that?
Jinx, but
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much.
I like the guy who
Used to
carved the
go
thing
around,
at the tree. He was funny.
Here? No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you.
What kind of stuff we're talking about?
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and a doubting, a self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Be back later on. Everyone knows anything about that then.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
It's a bit of a strange ideology, isn't it?
Okay, that's it for now.
No guilt, no remorse. He does have a bit of a Matt Smith face. You know what? Yeah, I can see that.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Interesting.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
This guy is into the sort of like supernatural stuff, isn't he?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I imagine he might have something to say about this.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Dude zonked.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't think there's anything we can that's suspicious about him yet. There might be something though. Anyone else need to ask about this? We need to ask about the free to be free thing, don't we?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I already asked about that, didn't I? Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them.
This guy has such
And we
Tory
tell
energy.
our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Oh, definitely
Honestly.
Tory energy.
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
I see. Okay. Phrase invented while based at Village Hall. Ryan invented the phrase. Has a background in psychology. That's interesting. He's a great actor. Free to be free. Interesting. The birdcage design. Yeah, the music's great.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
I'm gonna do a little bit more searching around, see if there's a... Ah, hello.
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
Never mind then. I guess we'll come back there later. There's probably something after that. Actually, I wonder if... Oop.
A few more questions,
Can we
please.
ask him about
Thank you.
Kyle at all? I don't think we can we? No.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I just entered and left immediately. Let's just have a little check here, shall we? Hello. Enjoying some spirits?
Private Eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student.
Hydration.
Ask that
Good idea,
psycho
Aquaman.
about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
I see. I have the scarf.
Hey, what was
can
the
do that.
thing?
Liam... something? Or sod?
Kako Cam. I can do Kako Cam.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
All right then.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Oh, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor soul. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it.
Edenton.
Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. I mean, you've got your work cut out, Jexy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that, and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
It is a village in the UK. Liam's death. Oh well, I'm right here. I want to see. I might see if our friend James has something.
Ask you a couple more things,
knows
please.
anything about Liam.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
Okay. Plant science, yeah. That adds up. Liam who died.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I like how they're just kind of subtly implying that this dude's like a total stoner. Subtly. I wonder if you know about Liam then.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Because he could have come into the pub.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone.
Oh, interesting.
Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Okay. Blackstone. Blackstone. Interesting.
That's it for the time being, thank you. Ask about a few more things, please. What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Did you know Liam?
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Couple more questions, if that's okay. What can you tell me about
again now?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
They both appeared happy. And I know it's not a contradiction, but just to highlight this, there's something there.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's check here again. Okay. I wonder if we can go here yet. I assume not. No. Alright, I assume we're searching for a contradiction now, so, my thinking would probably be to go to, Mr. Rattlers, considering he gave us the most information regarding Liam.
A few more questions, please.
I had met Liam in the pub. Ratless. Check the farm greenhouse. I don't know if we can look for. I don't think there's anything left in there, but I'll have a look.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure I've already explored that because that's where I got the scrying mirror.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Oh, I see. Ah, it was worth looking here. We found the weed house. Just as I thought.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
There we go. Black and Decker sponsorship? Oh my god, weed? I mean, there was an implication there that there was our friend James is into some herbs, so yeah. What do you know about this? Hey man, I got your weed here.
Things, could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Yeah, that's not suspicious. It contains mint. You could check if it was mint by just giving it a sniff, really. Oh, I'm just gonna check something. No. I'm gonna show this weed to people. I'll be right back. Check it out, Rebecca. I scored some weed.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what these are?
Magic mint.
Magic mint?
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
That's so.
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No.
They did it again. What did they do again, Nico?
Since
Skyrim's coming to PS5.
Nothing stayed pure.
I mean, at this point, is anyone surprised?
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about
It is the
growing
10-year
drugs.
anniversary
I
this
know
year.
She claims not to
To
use
be
them
fair,
herself, but I'm not so sure.
Todd Howard has struck once more. Salvia divinorum. Is that a real thing? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now. Salvia divin. Oh yes, it is real. Salvia divinorum is a plant species with transient psychoactive properties when its leaves are consumed by chewing, smoking, or as a tea. The leaves contain opioid-like compounds that induce hallucinations. Fascinating. Oh, is it the same salvia that is in that Eric jokes about or whatever? Okay, yeah. I understand now. Not salvia.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
The divinorum was throwing me. Okay, that sounds kind of weird. Sega Saturn port. Yeah, where is the Skyrim Sega Saturn port? That's what I want to know. You're absolutely right.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
Oh, don't you?
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on.
That's so. Your degree is in plant science, but you don't.
That's
seem to know
blatant,
about
buddy.
plants.
Come on.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
It's big money.
It's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Tripping
Why?
balls.
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
The only drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Good question. I'll say Sam. Grows salvia for private use only. For meditation. Maybe he's won some cookery competitions. I don't know why I chose that one. We have a lot of stuff to go through now, don't we?
That's all for the moment, thank you.
I'm gonna go ask some more people about Salvia divinorum. Herbal tea, yeah, but I don't think it doesn't contradict anything yet, so I'm just gonna keeping that in my mind. But I'm not sure yet. It's possible that Simon met one of the people he has
A couple more questions. if that's
tripped
okay.
balls with.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
That seems... okay.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
One of them to break the enhancement of system stretch goal. Dang, I checked today and it was. Well, I didn't realize it was that far. Damn, nice. Yeah, the homebrew, but what about it? Ask the others about the leaves, but he's traded the herbal tea for the homebrew. Yes. New port of Skyrim is adding fishing? Alright.
Be back later on if that's okay.
Cool. Skyrim fishing minigame, let's go.
You know what these are by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Yeah, we already covered that.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Is it called Anniversary Edition? Has never taken illegal substances. Interesting.
Thank you. Probably be back later. A few more questions, please. Thank you.
All right.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Messy things, eh? Like murder, perhaps?
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need.
Oh, I hate this guy.
As that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs.
I'm sorry?
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
We don't take alcohol here as he holds a glass of alcohol. That's funny. I don't keep any medicines on site. I think that's a lie somehow, but I can't prove it. Background psychology. Did Liam make this mask? No, I don't know. There might be a link there. Actually, let's follow up on the herbal tea thing. Oh, last year. It was 2 years ago that Liam supposedly committed suicide, right? So it wouldn't have been like... Okay, fair enough. Let's think about this herbal tea conundrum.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
No? What about the herbal tea? There we go.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew?
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Go on.
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Oh, bloody hell.
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
All right, yeah,
I
of
got rid
course.
of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look.
New Siberia game got a release date?
They were
I need to
reeling
play
in
through the
students,
Siberia
pretending
games
to be some
properly.
sort of happy
I
life
played a bit of the
course, you
first
know.
one.
We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program
Ooh,
to make
nice
them
graphic
compliant
design.
and selling them on. It's all there.
300 gigabytes?
What do you
Oh my
mean,
God.
selling them on?
That's a big
Selling
game.
them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
Anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
I don't.
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. That's why I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
Found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented. You can read
That's true.
about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know
Hello, interesting.
anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All right. Let's see what other people know about Third Eye. If supposedly it's something that people know about, then surely other people will have something to say about it.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
That wouldn't surprise me.
Don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
James cast spells in the woods. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Well, this the herbal tea is sold to these two before, so.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you...
He really does look like a blonde Matt Smith, doesn't he?
Sorry.
I can't unsee that now.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
It was Rich that pointed it out, but he totally does.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Okay. Doesn't believe anything James says. Hey, Tony. How's it going? No. It's a new F&B game. Not that new, but within the last few years. I don't know the exact release date. Someone might be able to point that out to me.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
3 years before the... I don't know what that, the what indictments? I don't know what that means. N14M? My knowledge of Roman numerals only goes so far. The sex trafficking cult. Oh, right. Surprised there's still F&B games still being made. Oh, there's quite a few actually. If you check Steam, there's quite a bit of a surge going on at the moment.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Person grows seminars, huh?
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Sorry.
Oh, that's a lie. Because doesn't recognize any of the symbols, but the mask has one of the symbols on it.
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Is that so?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, let's review what we have. Oh, I didn't know you could do this. No truth is the flyer. It's kind of like Phoenix Wright or LNOR. Yeah, it's kind of along those lines. Could the Third Eye just rename themselves? That's possible. Excuse me. Did I show this to Rebecca? Yeah, I did. Cast spells in the woods. How far am I into it? I don't know. Not the achievements might show me something if I can. I can't open Shift tab. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Explanation was way too short. There's something we probably have to press him on.
A few more questions, please.
I'm saying press like it's Phoenix, right? So James made and distributed a propaganda flyer to expose the cult in the village called Third Eye. He knows what he heard about Third Eye. The music kind of reminds you of Lamplight City's music sometimes, actually. Yeah, actually, as games, they aren't too dissimilar either. Oh, going back and forth and interviewing people about different things. It's a mod that's going to be integrated into the base game. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if we have something.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm gonna have a look around. See if there's anything I've missed in these areas. Because I don't know right now. Something's gonna contradict with Ryan's never interacted with Third Eye. I know, but what? That's the thing. Yeah, Lake does look real nice. You can probably find out from like some behind the scenes stuff where they filmed it. It would be if I ever like did a video on this, it would be a cool thing to do to see if I could try and find the village where this was filmed and then like get some footage of my own from there. That would be funny. Go and film in the village. Cheshire. That's... How far is that from me? Film the reveal like you're investigating. Cheshire? Oh god. Where is Cheshire? Northwest. It isn't necessarily too far from me. Let me have a look. It's about 2.5 hours. Okay. 2.5 hours in the car. Probably a bit longer on the train, but I would have to see if I could find it. I don't know. I think it's like I obviously I can't drive myself, so and I don't know how far the closest train station is. Cheshire smiles. Cheshire cat. Something to consider if I ever get around to doing a video on this. I may go on a road trip to find the filming location, just so I can just so I can get footage of that. That'd be hilarious. Okay. So they never came into contact. There has to be something here, doesn't there? I thought this is it. Because it's the same clue. There we go.
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it?
You seem nervous.
Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Oh, really?
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye?
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me. To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here. Come on.
Oh, hello.
Whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Ryan.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big man.
Was he in Blake 7?
Now, Father, you must forgive my son.
The same guy?
He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point.
I recognize him.
So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things.
Great casting on the dad and son.
Call me if you need me, Dad.
I do have a resemblance.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you. Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
All right, let's review the evidence.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped down to the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Yeah, we've kind of yeah. I saw the meeting on Friday around 7 p.m. Interesting. Could have sworn she was seen she had the argument at 6:30. The meeting at 7. Hold on. Meeting where? Meeting at Atlas?
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
That's pretty conclusive.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or her killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Oh. Yeah, you seem kind of suspicious. I'm going to be honest.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
He seems like he has a very strong opinion of Simon already.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
This guy has such a presence, though, doesn't he?
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
Yep.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Does he?
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
Goodness me.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
That's not true at all, is it? At least, it's true in its current form. Funny, there's only 2 eyes in the Atlas logo, because there's no more third eye.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
Why would you?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
I do believe him on that.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
Paul Darrow's great,
people
isn't
who
he?
put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose
Yeah,
that's a matter of
that's
opinion.
not a
However,
a worrying
you
thing to
still
say.
respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
I would argue against that in ethical terms. Like, yes, the reason that some people act within the means of the law is because they're worried about being imprisoned, but that's not the only reason. Sometimes there are genuine ethical concerns. It's like the reason I don't, steal things or kill people isn't just because I don't want to go to jail. It's because those things I believe are wrong. Just throwing out a pretty oh no, they're libertarians. I mean, they're literally called the Rands, and their company is called Atlas. So,
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs. All that kind of nonsense.
No BDSM
Guilt
Atlas.
cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril.
Oh, that was it.
I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted.
Oh, no bother.
Would you mind closing the door?
That wasn't weird.
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Interesting.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
I don't like you.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material.
What's that supposed
She
to
likes to
mean?
be in control, like Ryan.
Oh.
Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Okay, you worry me a lot.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol in our course. We like to tell students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
These things happen.
Oh, yeah,
Was it your idea?
It's a suicide. These things happen.
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Yeah. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
That's fine, Gatorhund. It's a good point. No, hold on. I was already in there. Atlas has knowledge drugs and alcohol on the site. He had been drinking all night at the seminar. That is a contradiction.
Aha. So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
Indeed.
That's all for the moment, thank you. I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Indeed. But not tonight. Right, game saved. Progress 37%. All right. Not tonight because it's been 3 hours and 16 minutes. I'm going to wrap up the stream for today and leave some more for next week. As filming relation to Great Budsworth, Maudsley, and St. Helens. Try to remember that. But yeah, next week I'll be continuing this on Thursday. But my next stream won't be next week. It'll be tomorrow, because tomorrow is the pizza party where we're playing Tower Unite. And it's going to be at 6:30 rather than 7:30 than my usual time. So an hour earlier than usual. But come into the Discord if you're not already in there. And we'll be playing some Tower Unite, and I'll be streaming it. And it's going to be a good time. So join us tomorrow for that. I'm going to exit the game now. Current game save, come back soon. I will. Don't you worry, I will. It's 6:30, 5:30 or 6:30? 6:30. Apologies, it's a British way of speaking of time. So let me just see. Who is currently live? I don't think I've got anything else to add. Oh, that's my own volume. Is there anyone I can raid? I don't actually know. Nobody that I'm directly friends with, I suppose. Although, I don't know. I don't know who I can raid. Anyone got any suggestions for raids? Because I don't have any right now. Raid Lemmy. Oh yeah, we're Lemmy with his 2.8k. Should I do that? I don't know. I mean, it's like dropping the water for him, but it could be funny. Space Hamster is streaming? Mr. Weeble? I'm gonna go for Space Hamster, actually. Is it just Space Hamster? I don't think I'm following him. I'll probably do that. Let me just check. Duplicate tab. Space Hamster. Is it just that? That's the wrong Space Hamster. Space Hamster TFG. Okay. And our streaming will start soon. Tower Unite Dark Souls. Oh, that's a good one to jump into then. All right. We'll do that. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Tower Unite. In the meantime, watch Space Hamster play some Tower Unite. There we go. And I'll make sure I do a follow as well. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all very soon for the next stream, which is tomorrow.